Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the singers, the singers only. Singers only. Hey, you guys, it's Kristal Cherelle from Indie Artist School. Welcome to the Singers Arsenal. Today, I wanted to do things a little bit different. I really wanted to start shouting out or talking about all of the artists that have inspired me as a vocalist. And today, I'm starting with the Queen Bee, Beyonce. So today we're actually going to talk about why Beyonce needs her flowers now. And I've broken it down to 4 reasons why. And honestly, I could go on and on and on, but I wanted to really hone it in a little bit. Now, I'm not going to lie, I actually fought the urge to be one of the beehive. I don't really consider myself like a fan type of person. I'm not a fanatic. I'm definitely not coming for you if you say something about her. I'm not one of those type of people in general, but I must say that I have been inspired by her. And here are the reasons why. The first reason why I have been inspired by Beyonce is because she is absolutely dedicated. And I mean dedicated. When you think about it, she literally built her family before our eyes. She has 4 kids and she was still releasing music. I mean, she just dropped Black is King on Disney at that. And so I'm thinking to myself, how does she keep it going like this? Her career is years and decades. Honestly, let's just call it what it is. It's decades, and she hasn't fallen off. She just continues to wow us and put her all into all of her projects. I mean, for perspective, let's just think about, how this pandemic has impacted artists as a whole. A lot of people are having a hard time navigating right now. I will say there are some cool things that came out of this, like the versus battles. I love those. But other than that, we haven't really seen that much from artists. And Beyonce's like, here you go, guys, a whole project on a major platform. I mean, she never ceases to amaze us. So I feel like that is a really big deal right there. She's really paving the way for other artists, and I find it very inspiring that she's showing that, yes, you can work hard, and yes, you can still have a private life and build a family and all of that. Be a wife, a mother, and a mogul, all wrapped up in one, which is just inspiring. Okay, and the second reason why I feel like she's definitely inspired me is that she takes vocal training seriously. Listen, I always knew that she has been professionally trained, but I didn't really know how far back it goes and how intense it was. I started doing some research and I ended up finding out that she had a live-in vocal coach practically. Like, she trained 4 times a week since she was a kid all the way up to 20, and she just continued to have vocal coaches after that. She never stops training. And that right there says a lot about how much her voice matters to her. I can almost guarantee you right now that she's got a very strict vocal regimen that she's definitely made a habit. And that is an inspiration for any vocalist. Whether you're a fan of Beyonce or not, you can't ignore the amount of hard work and dedication that this woman has. Like, it's very inspiring. And it's also a reason why her voice is so consistent. Like, you're not really going to find any videos of her voice cracking or stuff like that. Really, the worst thing you're going to find is her getting her hair stuck in a fan and still killing it. Like, what? Not a note missed. Every note supported. Like, that is goals. I see you, B. I see you, Queen Bee. Like, listen, I've got to commend her for that. We really need to give her her flowers now. I don't like how people wait until legends have passed on or whatever to say how much of an impact they've had on the culture or how much they've inspired them as an artist. So I'm here to say, listen, she needs her flowers now. I see you. A lot of vocalists look up to her, coaches. It doesn't matter. It's just something that, we can all aspire to be one day. All right. And then the third thing that I think that really makes her such an inspiration to me, she doesn't take performing lightly. I went to her show, On the Run concert. I wish I could say I've been to all her concerts and all of that, but really I hadn't. And this was the first one I was able to go to. Most of the time they get sold out before I can go. But I must say I was astounded at how well her show was put together. Everything was in place. She had a huge team and at this point in her career, it's totally understandable that she would. But it's not all just for show. Like, she has the actual skill and talent to back it up. It's not just like, hey, look at this over here and ignore my performance. Like, she even had a point in the show where it was a cappella, just her singing, to let you know that, hey, I'm really doing this. This is not fake. I'm truly a vocalist. And it's one of those things that just really made me have mad respect for her. And she's not just a recording artist who can't perform live. Like, this is something that I think every artist should aspire to be, to have a strong live presence and also really take the time to put together a good show. When you're an artist, it's like your baby, and so yeah, love that about her. Love that about her. All her shows are on point. Like, she puts things together with her team. Gotta love her team, but she has to know who to look for, and she has people in her circle that she can trust, and that's an inspiration as well. Number 4, her voice is versatile. Like, if you look over her entire span of her career, she's done a lot of different types of music, as well as using different dynamics in her voice. Like, she can sing softly and she can belt, she can sing runs with ease, and she even switches it up sometimes and like raps on you out of nowhere. Like, yes, but that takes a lot of skill to be able to transition and change your voice. She has a very good understanding of vocal placement and shifting between vocal registers to be able to do that effortlessly like that. It's definitely something that you can tell she doesn't have to think about anymore, even though some of the runs can be complicated. Also, something that I want to say, her vocal range is pretty expansive. She can sing very low and also sing pretty high. And that's very awesome too. It's one of those things where if you train your voice a lot, not only does it get stronger, because we know she's got strength. We know she's got strength, but it also means that it's more flexible and fluid. So she actually really understands it and can control it. Honestly, I haven't even talked about the fact that she's dancing on stage and doing this. Like, what? Like, that is amazing. But I must say this too. That's the vocal stamina. Like, you have to have strong breath control to be able to move around like that and then sing. Yes, I understand when you arrange a show that you're not going to be jumping around with the same amount of force while you're singing the hard passages. But even to be able to dance with full effort, because she does not have to do anything, okay? Dance full effort and then stop and sing full effort. Like, that takes a lot of stamina and strength to be able to do that. And I think a lot of people underestimate that. Unless you're an artist who actually performs, it's, you don't, it's one of those things you don't really value until you got to try to do it. You know what I mean? Then you're like, oh, I see why she's, getting the type of adulation that she's getting and why she's had a career for this long and all of this. So yeah, I think all of this stuff is very important for an artist, and it's definitely inspired me as well. If you want to learn more things about vocal tips, go ahead and visit my website, indie-artist.teachable.com. That's indie-artist.teachable.com. Also, if you've been inspired and want to take vocal training seriously, go ahead and visit calendly.com/indie artist school. That's calendly.com/indie artist school. Well, you guys, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah.